Hi guys. Hi guys. This is the most important video that we are going to make this year, and this is a video that, everybody I think has made if you watched all of other reactors and everything. And if you've been on our channel for any amount of time, you know how much of a tragedy this is, especially for us. There's an elephant in the room, obviously, in every single one of our videos. Yeah. So, without further ado, I'm going to pass it off to her so she can explain.
Yeah, I'm more stable. I'm more stable to talk about it.
So, I want you to tell them, for people who don't know, a few years from now, and they come in this video, I want you to tell them what happened and the dates.
Well, I don't think we need to really tell them because it's everywhere. Like, it's everywhere. The news is everywhere about it. It's everywhere about it. We don't need to go right into detail. Like, we'll just go straight forward. Like long story short.
Long story short. Give them long story short.
So, long story short is on December 18th of this year. And one of the most important, really important idol in K-pop have passed away.
Kim Jonghyun.
Kim Jonghyun from SHINee passed away. He committed suicide. Pretty much depression got to him. Committed suicide. And also he used carbon monoxide poisoning with a pan, burnt it, charcoal. It's really sad to hear. It's
a tragedy.
It's tragic.
It's a tragedy.
It's such a tragic.
More information has come out on the incident. A positive thing is that he donated his organs so that a lot of people will live healthy lives from his death. And also, there's more information. He was depressed, yes. A lot of people do it, but he was getting help. He got
help. He tried help. He tried.
And he did everything that he could.
He tried for help.
He did everything that he could, and to him, this was the only thing that the only option left to end his suffering. So, as one thing I want to make clear is that Jonghyun tried. He tried everything that he could, and he tried so much and everything failed him, and it's something that we can learn from. It's something that he's saved so many lives. He's brought the issue of mental illness to the public's eye, and I know that South Korea is #1 in suicide, and I think after this that it will decrease because people have finally woke up to the issue.
That's something I talked to my mom about. It's not. I don't think it's just Korea that has like depression, problem, mental illness. It's Asia in general. Mm-hmm. It's Asia, but yes, South Korea has the highest ratings in suicides. They do. Because South Korea, they don't consider mental illness a problem. They don't even think about it. It's like they don't care about it. They don't consider it a problem. And it's kind of like that with Asia in general. But it is a wake-up call. It's going to take a long time to fix it. It will take a long time to fix it. It doesn't work just like that. With depression, with different mental illness, it takes a long time to work. Sometimes it works with people, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes people get help and it works, and sometimes it doesn't. it's like with Jonghyun, it didn't work.
A lot of doctors have come out and they've read through the treatment that he was given, and they've said that that's not what you're that it will take a long time to properly train psychiatrists to help people with these mental disorders. It will take time for people to go get help. A lot of people think that I don't need help, I can deal with it. And I'll tell you, if you are struggling with any mental illness and you feel that the ground is disappearing between you, to get help.
Talk to someone.
Talk to somebody. Talk to anybody. Someone. Anybody. If you're in school, talk to a teacher, talk to your principal, talk to the counselor, talk to your friends, talk to your parents, talk to your siblings.
You can talk to a random stranger, because they could probably help you too.
Talk to a random stranger, yes.
Because they can help you more than other people can.
And there are so many hotlines that you can call too. There are so many resources out there for you that you can get help. Do not think that you are all alone in this world. You are not alone in this world. No one is alone. No one is truly alone. Jonghyun wasn't alone, and he thought he was alone. It's the saddest story.
It is sad.
It's the saddest story of all. It really is, because he was such a shining star to the world globally. He was such a beautiful man. He took care of his friends, his fans, his family, and he was such a helpful and good person. And it proves that it can happen to anyone. And if you guys have been struggling, you should get help. John never want that. He would want everyone to live happily. To not do anything.
I think that was the problem. He was helping everyone else besides himself. Besides himself. This time he finally thought of himself.
Yeah.
For since in a long time, he finally thought of himself. You know, for the last 3 days, when I first found out, I was very shocked. But then I went straight to acceptance, because I knew it was like to lose someone to suicide. I had a very close friend that committed suicide. I knew it was like, and it's sad to like get used to it, but it's not that I'm used to it. It's just like I was grieving so bad, and then for this, it's like I knew there was nothing I could have done. There was nothing anybody could have done. Sadly, there was nothing anybody could have done.
He didn't tell anybody.
He didn't tell anybody.
He did tell his psychiatrist. He told his company. He did not tell the members of SHINee. And it is not all on him. As I said before, the system had failed him. It failed him. I'm not going to blame anybody.
But nobody should be pointing fingers at anyone. It's nobody's fault.
He did take his own life.
He's the one that chose to take his own life. It's his choice.
He had no other choice in his mind. He had tried everything, every avenue, everything that he thought to do, he did. And that was his last choice, to either be in pain or to take his own life and have the suffering to end. And that's what he did. It is the saddest story I think I will ever hear. This wonderful person, this idol, this person, this human being, this man, and how what he wanted out of life, what he wanted was so simple. He wanted was love.
Also, he just wanted to be told that he was doing well.
He was doing well.
He wanted to be told he was doing well. He did. I don't think he wanted love, but he also wanted to be told that he was doing well in his music and his career. He wanted to be told. That was the last thing he texted to his sister. Tell me I'm doing well in my career. That was the last, and that's what he the last person he, like, physically saw was Taemin. Taemin was telling him he did a good job.
Yeah, Taemin was telling him that the day before he
he
died.
No, it was the last. He saw it before he took his own life.
And he did more than well. He did more than well. If you guys have seen on our channel, like, how we talk about him, how we love his music, how it's my favorite song. One of my favorite song of all time is his song. He is such he was such a talented person, and his art was so honest and genuine, and he was such a funny person, and he was such a good person, and he was such a beautiful person, and not just externally, because yes, he was so handsome, but inside he was beautiful. It's just so awful that mental illness took this wonderful person from us, and that we couldn't do any, and that a system failed him. They couldn't prevent it. It is the biggest tragedy that a man that all he wanted was to be told that he did well, and he wanted love from his friends and love from a lover and a family. That's all he really wanted in life. And to make beautiful art for us all, and to have the fans love it. And it's so sad. It is the saddest thing ever. I can't get over how sad this is. Because yes, to me, he was everything. And but if you just take away my feelings and everything like that, and you just look at it, and you look at all of the story in front of you, it is just so incredibly sad. And you can't, but you have to see an ending to this that's positive. You can't just see the sadness. Showels, people on this video who are watching this, I know your sadness. I feel your pain. The only thing that I can take comfort in is that this pain that I feel, this hole in my heart, is only a fraction of what he felt every day. And that now that he's made his choice, that all of that pain, all of it, all of the pain that we feel and more is gone. And that with his death, it will save millions of lives. I myself have had thoughts in the past. I could never do that. I see the pain that this is causing me from his passing. I can't even imagine the pain that I would be leaving behind with my death.
It'll take time to recover from this. It'll take time. It's not going to happen just like that. No. It's going to take time. This is one of the most sad news in K-pop.
In the world, honestly, in the world. There's been a lot of celebrity deaths this past year. Carrie Fisher died. David Bowie, I think, was this year. Like, so many celebrities have left us. But this one is particularly sad. And this one, I mean, to us, obviously, because he was so important to our everyday lives. But he was so young. He was 27 years old. He had his whole life in front of him. Doesn't mean that he hasn't changed the lives of so many people. He has changed our lives. He has changed, hopefully, your lives. And his music has touched so many people and have helped so many people. Like, if you guys watch a story op 2, I rave about how I feel better when I listen to him. Every time I hear his voice, I smile. And yes, it's gonna be a while before I can smile without crying for a while listening to his music, but it still doesn't negate the fact that he is his music, his voice, him as a person helps so many people. And it will, in the future, help so many people.
I want to say this. Yeah, it will take time to recover. It's not going to recover like that. Also, if I understand if people want to like quit, like not quit, but like take a break from K-pop. I understand because of what happened. Like I understand fully. Take the time that you need to recover, you know, because if you listen to K-pop, you might get emotional. I understand that. If you like want to like quit K-pop and stop listening to it like forever, I think that's a bad choice because you got into it for a reason. Also, Jonghyun would not want you to quit. He wouldn't want you to quit. He would want you to keep continuing to listen to K-pop. He would
SHINee.
And to SHINee and also give them love because they deserve it right now. They deserve it right now.
So much right now.
They deserve it
so
right now.
So much right now. It's like a brother died.
Their brother died.
Their brother died.
They need all the love right now.
And his family. Please keep them in your thoughts.
Yeah, please. Everyone, all SM artists, SHINee and his family really need the love right now.
They really do.
They really need it.
I know it's sad, and I know it's sad, and I get it, like, if you want to take a break. But again, K-pop to you is happiness. You listen to it. I know the feeling that you get. I understand. We're reactors. We show this to you. Like, that's how we became such best friends. It brings people together. It brings globally together. We're all together. And just because this happened, it doesn't mean that feeling will go away. No, never. Not even if you listen to SHINee's music, it will never go away. You'll still feel the same way. Mm-hmm. It might be sad at first. You might be sad. You might have tears. Grab some Kleenex. And, still listen to it because it still will give you that emotion. If you're sad and you have a sad playlist and it's all K-pop songs, put it on. Eventually, with time, your feelings will go back to normal. Eventually, but you'll have a new reverence for it. You'll have a new perspective on it. It will become more special. It will become better.
SHINee is supposed to have their concert tour pretty soon. I think like earlier next year. I think I've heard that they're going to continue it. I think it's a good thing that they continue because they have to continue living their lives. They have to continue living their lives.
They can't just let this end them. They can't. Any of us. We have to keep going.
And also, it's like a tribute to him. It's a tribute to him.
More to him, because he was so talented and he was so incredible, and his passion and his drive, and they will continue with that in their hearts. To them, Jonghyun isn't gone completely. Mm-hmm. He's still with them every time they pick up that microphone. Every time they step on that stage, he's with them. He's looking over them. He's with them always. And that's something you guys should know too. I don't want anyone to ever look at the old SHINee things and say, who's that? Oh, that member died. That's the dead member. Jonghyun should not be remembered as the dead member of SHINee.
Yeah.
He should be remembered as the angel of SHINee.
It's just like Ladies Code. It's like the similar of Ladies Code. They lost 2 members a few years ago in a car accident. That was a tragic story. That was tragic. That was one of the tragic moments in K-pop. When people see the old Ladies Code, they're like, oh, who are those 2 members? Oh, they're the dead members from Ladies Code. No. don't think of people that have passed away in groups as the dead members.
Respect the dead.
Respect the dead. Respect who they are. Just respect them in general. They don't deserve to be called the dead members.
Not Kim Kardashian. No, not Kim Kardashian. No, not him. Not him. He's the angel of SHINee. He is the savior of SHINee. He's the person who took care of them all these years. He's carried them, and it's time. And he's still well. He can still look over them. He'll still be watching them over from wherever he is. And and that should be how he's remembered. The angel. This remnants of it. It shouldn't have this brush off of, oh, the dead should remember. Because he doesn't deserve that. And you gotta realize that he was a human being. His life meant so much to so many people. He was one of the most amazing idols ever. And people ever. And one of the most talented men ever. In the history of ever. His voice, his dancing, his kindness, his heart should all be remembered and should all be loved. His memory, his legacy shouldn't be just the dead member of SHINee. His memory should be of happiness, of smiles and laughter, his jokes. People should put them on and not be sad, but laugh and commemorate him. Be happy. Be happy that he was alive, that he was with us for the short amount of time that he was. Don't be sad.
From what has happened a few days, it also gave us a waking call to the fans to love your idols. Love them.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them they've done a good job. Tell them, because maybe they don't want to just hear you say, I love you, 사랑해요, but maybe they just want you to say, you're doing well. Hey, in one of my, your bias, tell them they're doing a good job. It's like most of the time, that's all they want to hear from you. That's all they want to hear from you, is to say they're doing a good job. Yes, it's nice to say, love you, oppa, throw some hearts, and other stuff, but it's insane, like, oh, I hope you're eating well and sleeping well. Yes, but I feel like they don't get heard. I don't think they get to hear you're doing well from their fans. So please, go, if you're following any of your favorite idols, go on their accounts, comment on their pictures and everything that they're posting and say you're doing well. So I'm gonna end the video by saying, like, a little message. Kim Jonghyun, you have done well in the last 10
You've done
years.
well. Thank you so much for being a part of our lives. And thank you so much for your work, your passion, your drive, your heart. Everything that you do has touched us. Has touched me. And it's everyone of the Showels, SHINee members, and others.
All the SHINee, you have done well too. Every K-pop idol in this K-pop community,
Industry.
you have done well. You have done well. You've done amazing.
Everybody, we've seen everybody who's there, all you trainees, anybody who's in the industry, you have done well.
You're doing great.
You do good work. You make great art. Anything that you do, you've done well. Dancers, backup singers, you've done well too. Artists, everyone, you have done well.
And if anybody is going through depression or grief, don't be afraid to comment down we will talk to you guys too.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to comment and talk about how you're feeling. You can talk to us. It's fine. You can go on our social medias. That's in the description. You can comment on anything. You can message us. You can talk to us too. You're not alone. None of the fans are alone. Mm. Every fan in this community have came together to talk about what's happening right now. Comment. Everyone is here for each other. Don't be alone.
Don't be alone.
Talk to us.
Talk to it. I couldn't have done this. I couldn't have dealt with this without my friends. I couldn't have dealt with it without a support system behind me. And you can't either. We understand what you're going through. Not a lot of people will. But other K-pop fans will.
So, we're also sorry for all the videos delayed because we think this video was so important that we needed to push everything back.
Yeah, we've been mourning.
Yeah, we've been mourning. So, all of our videos, we pushed it all back because we thought this was so important to give out. So, we're going to continue everything that we have recorded before this, post it right after. And we just think this was more important than any of our other videos. That's what's going on with us. We've just been mourning.
Before we go, I want to say something. Jonghyun would want you guys to go out and live your life. I know the sadness that we all feel. I feel it too. But I want you guys to go out and live your lives and follow your dreams and do what you want. Talk to people that you've always wanted to talk to. Go out and see the beauty in the world. And I promise you, you'll see Jonghyun there. You'll see him there. You'll see his smile. And you'll find that feeling again. You'll find that happiness again. We will all get through this. We'll get through it together. Just know that Jonghyun wants us all to be happy and to laugh, to smile, and to love. Love with our whole hearts and our whole beings.
We're going to end this video here. So, thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed this. So, like and share this video and subscribe to us because you guys know the rest.
You guys know the rest.
You know the rest. So, this is Nicole.
This is Katy.
We'll see you guys